If you need level 40, unlimited, or anything else grinded here in Season 3, make sure to hit up Rose NBA for fast, safe, and reliable grinding services. Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be building the best team possible for less than 100,000 MT here in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. It's a little bit tough to build a team for this type of MT, but we got ourselves a really good starting lineup and a solid bench as well. Overall, a very, very solid team. It's an amazing starter team if you are just beginning MyTEAM. Being able to build a squad like this to start off with just gives you a great core to your squad to then build around. But before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 9,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, and I would really appreciate it if you do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Putting Alex Caruso at the starting PG position. Y'all know how high I am on Alex Caruso, especially for his price. Just having a guy who can defend at the level he can is so valuable, but he's also a great slasher. 6'4" with a 6'5" wingspan is good size for a PG. He's one of the few defensive PGs, or just PGs in general, who can compete defensively against the expensive, better PGs in the game. Guys like Lonzo, LaMelo, Magic, and Penny, who are all 6'6", 6'7", 6'9". And Caruso can compete against those guys. He's a decent interior defender, very good perimeter defender. Gold anchor's a huge badge. Half glove interceptor, gold challenger, clamps, pick dodger, bailout. You can upgrade his quick first step if you'd like. Gold limitless takeoff and posterizer, as well as the two best slashing badges in the game for a guard. 85 driving dunk is good. He can knock down an open three. Release is solid. MJ dribble style is very solid as well. And overall, normal leaner additionally, like there's a lot of things this card does really, really well. I think Caruso's an amazing option at the PG position, considering that he's only 12,000 MT right now. At the shooting guard position, going with a new card, it's going to be this new George Gervin that came out on Friday. 6'7" with a 6'10" wingspan, gives him great size. The two 4 hoffs include bully and fast twitch. One hot spot from the three-point line. Gold limitless tag on posterizer, decent shooting badges, capable playmaking badges, especially gold clamp breaker handles for days, killer combos, quick first step, and bailout. Solid all-around defender. He's just a very solid all-around card. Great defensive stats. 84 interior is nice. 92 speed and excel. 83 shot 3. 80 driving dunk. Release is pretty solid. Doesn't move amazingly, but he can dunk the ball well. He's a good shooter. He's got good length, good defense, good athleticism. He's just a really solid all-around card. He's a guy who can hold it down on both ends of the court at a high level. If y'all have used this card, y'all know he's one of the better budget cards in the game right now, and a great option at the shooting guard position, just like Caruso, coming in at 12,000 MT. At the 3, spending a little bit more MT, we're getting Rudy Gay. I like Rudy Gay a lot as well for my budget players out there. A guy who's 6'8" with a 7'3" wingspan, which gives him exceptional size at the 3. Also an incredible player build that looks taller than 6'8". 4 hoffs include limitless takeoff and posterizer. Probably the two best finishing badges in the game. Again, if you're not a big man. 90 speed and excel, 86 shot 3, 95 driving dunk, 90 perimeter, 90 lateral, decent interior defender. Now, defensive badges aren't incredible. No anchor, only bronze clamps, bronze post lockdown. So I wish he was more complete defensively in terms of the badges. If he had badges like anchor, challenger, glove, and interceptor, that would be nice. But he's got silver quick first step that can be upgraded, silver clamp breaker, handles for days, solid shooting badges. And then animation wise, he's incredible. Elite release, straight dribble style is pretty good. And the John Wall moving crossover as well is really, really good. He's very, very solid. I know his stats and badges, or his stats are very, very good. His badges aren't insane, but his length, his player build, his release, and his animations are just so, so good. Really makes Rudy Gay that next level elite for the budget small forwards in the game. He's 22,000 MT, most expensive player on the team, and totally worth every penny at the 3. At the 4, we got Hedo Turkoglu, a guy who can stretch the floor at the 4 at a high level and also create his own shot. Solid all-around defender, solid on the perimeter, solid on the interior. Defensive badges are okay, not amazing. No clamps, no anchor, no glove, but I can live with it because he's an incredible shooter with a really nice release. Half catch, claymore, corner specialist, limitless range, decent dunker, good speed for a power forward, great size again at 6'10". So he's got that length or that size to compete on the interior. Does not move incredibly well. Jaw dribble style isn't amazing, but he moves okay. Release is really good though. I like Hedo a lot in my team this year. He's just an incredible pick and pop power forward who can also catch and create a bit. He's got good length, good all-around defender. This card is basically what Amethyst Franz Wagner was, except I think he's obviously much better all the way around, but similar type of guy who's a really great hybrid at the power forward position, and a really, really good card, especially since he's only 15,000 MT. One of the best players on this team for sure. And then at the center position, I don't think this is a surprise to y'all. We can't afford a guy like Kristaps Porzingis. He's just too expensive for a team like this. So we're going with Amethyst Jarrett Allen, probably the second best budget center in the game currently in my team. I know he's only listed at 6'10", but his afro makes him look closer to 7 foot. 7'5" wingspan as well, 4 out of 5 shooting hotspots, half corner specialist, really good interior badges like back down punisher, bully, drop stepper, masher, posterizer, and rise up, gold anchor, brick wall, pogo stick, post lockdown, rebound chaser as well. Silver limitless range, 91 3 ball, good release, good dunker, decent speed for a center, really solid defender and rebounder on the interior, especially with the way his player build is. And like I said, his release is pretty darn solid as well. So it's a guy who's going to be a very good interior force on both ends, a decent athlete, and can stretch the floor at a high level. That's about all you can ask for out of a budget center, and he's only 10,000 MT. Price has dropped a lot. Really good card. Anthony Simons is going to be our backup PG. He's not incredible. I wish I had the MT for a guy like Stephon Marbury, and if you're building yourself a starter squad but you got more than 100K to work with, a guy like Stephon Marbury would be the backup PG that I'd go with. We just don't have room for him in the budget of this team. 6'3" with a 6'9" wingspan, 89 speed and excel, 86 shot 3, 95 driving dunk, 85 perimeter, 85 lateral quickness, Hoff limitless takeoff, gold posterizer, gold fast twitch. His slashing is his best aspect, but he's also a capable shooter, gold clamp breaker, quick first step, and unpluckable. Not a great defender either stat or badge wise, but at least he does have good size at 6'3" with a good player build and a couple decent defensive badges. Release is solid. MJ dribble style, Kobe escape, Lillard behind the back gives him some really good sigs. I mean, the Lillard behind the back especially is probably the best behind the back in the game. MJ dribble style is one of the best couple dribble styles. So you got a guy who's going to be an exceptional slasher, which is probably the most important aspect for a guard, but can also shoot the ball, and he's not going to be a great defender, but he'll hold it down decently, especially with his player build. So he's not great, but he's 2,000 MT, and he can slash through him at an incredible level, which is probably the most important thing, like I said, that you could have out of a guard. So really, really good, solid backup PG for how cheap he is, coming in at 91 over, or at 2,000 MT. Danny Granger is going to be our backup shooting guard position now that he's gotten this Evo. Really makes him, Danny Green, not Danny Granger, but it really makes him better. 84 speed and excel. Improves his speed just a little bit better shooter, a little bit better all around defender. 70 driving dunk isn't amazing. He's got bronze limitless range, solid shooting badges, really, really good shooting badges actually. Hoff Challenger, workhorse, gold clamps, glove, interceptor, and pick dodger as well. Really good defender though. The stats and badges just make him slightly better with this Evo. He's got a nice release, MJ dribble style, carry behind the back. Normal 2 leaner isn't normal leaner, but it's close. It's a pretty solid leaner, still one of the best leaners in the game for sure. And I mean, he's just a very, very solid card. You can get quick first step, bailout, break starter added to him if you'd like to add those badges. Does not get limitless takeoff, posterizer, not going to be an incredible slasher, but as a 3&D guy, I think he's really good at the 2, and he comes in at 10,000 MT, which is pretty darn cheap. Now, Pokashevsky's going to be our backup small forward, probably the best value player on this team considering how good he is for only 3,000 MT. First of all, he's a 7-foot small forward, so like you can never complain about that type of size. But he's also got really good shooting badges. One Hoff is chase down artist, gold. He doesn't have clamps, but he does have bronze anchor, silver glove, gold, silver rebound chaser, brick wall, pogo stick, pick dodger on gold, silver quick first step that can be upgraded, a few good shooting badges, good shooter, good speed, good dunker. I know his stats aren't incredible by any means, but having a guy like a Pokashevsky with his size, I mean, his size is probably his most valuable attribute, but you couple with that with his ability to be versatile on the court and a good release that's also on quick, which is super nice, MJ dribble style. A guy like this at 7 foot is so valuable at the small forward position, really gives him the ability to compete defensively as well with his length against even power forwards and centers, despite not having amazing defensive stats. So overall, I think he's really good as our backup small forward for only 3K. John Collins, same thing, also going to be only 3,000 MT. Not the greatest card in the world. He's nothing crazy special. 6'9" with a 6'11" wingspan, 81 speed and excel, can shoot the 3, great dunker. Okay, but not great defender. A few good defensive badges on gold like brick wall, chase down, pogo stick, and rebound chaser, silver interceptor, post lockdown, no anchor on the power forward. It's kind of annoying, but he's got silver quick first step, clamp breaker. You can upgrade his quick first step. A couple good shooting badges and catch and shooting corner specialist, and great finishing badges. Hoff posterizer, gold fast twitch, limitless takeoff, bully, masher, rise up. Badges like that. Pretty good release for a power forward. Does not move well, but he's another guy who slashes through him at a very high level, can shoot off the pick and pop with consistency, and is an athletic defender, even though his stats and badges are not amazing on that end of the court. But again, for only 3 KMT, can't ask for too much. Then finally, we got Nikola Vucevic as the backup center. I think probably one of the more underappreciated budget centers in my team right now. A guy who's 6'11" with a 7'4" wingspan, which gives him pretty good size. Not great speed, but he's a good shooter, decent dunker, and a great defender with Hoff anchor. Amazing Hoff badge there. Gold brick wall, interceptor, pogo stick, rebound chaser, post lockdown, silver menace, even bronze clamps and glove is super nice to have. You can give him quick first step. He's got good shooting badges, silver limitless range as well to stretch the floor, gold rise up, masher, drop stepper on the interior. A decent release for a big man. Not great, but I think it's kind of sort of a Dwight Howard-esque release for a center, so it's definitely decent. He's just a guy who can stretch the floor at a high level, guard in the interior, and rebound and play on the interior offensively as well. Not quite as good as Jarrett Allen in my opinion. He's only 8,000 MT though, and he's a really, really solid budget center, just like Jarrett at the 5. So this squad currently is going to run you a about 97,000 MT, so right at that 100k mark pretty much. And it's a really, really good team. Again, if you have a little bit more MT, you could substitute a few more players in here, getting guys like Stephon Marbury, Diamond Giannis, Diamond KP, if you have the MT to splurge for those types of dudes, will help this type of team out more as well. And then obviously takeover players that you can potentially add to your team, trophy case players that you may have. All those things are really great opportunities to substitute and add to your squad as well. So if you can do that type of thing, being able to build a base squad like this that you can then work around and upgrade really is very nice for less than 100,000 MT. So a very, very good team, and hopefully this video does help you out, especially if you are new to the game or more of a budget or no money spent player. So hopefully you all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.